Hi, I'm Steph, and we're here with Candace Moon, otherwise known as the Craft Beer Attorney. Your role as Craft Beer Attorney, what does that entail?
I tend to operate as a general counsel. So if a craft brewery had an attorney on staff, that's what I would do. So all the day-to-day type things. With a startup, a lot of business formation, lease review, distribution contract reviews, trademarks is a big one. That's for everybody. Yeah. And then any of the day-to-day stuff, random contracts that come across their desk. And then anything that's a little more in-depth or certainly out of the everyday. I have a group of attorneys in town that I work with that I can pull in who specialize in different areas.
It's a pretty impressive career path. What sent you down that track?
Well, when I actually went to law school to do entertainment law, which is kind of interesting. So I do have a lot of trademark copyright background and wasn't really sure that was what I wanted to do. So I actually just bartended that first year out of law school. I bartended and tutored law students. And then I met a wine lawyer. And suddenly I was like, I know a lot of brewers. I don't know any lawyers that focus on beer. I think there could be a real opportunity here.
What do you think has led to San Diego becoming such a brewing hotspot?
I think the lifestyle is a part of it.
Yeah.
That Southern California, everybody's kind of relaxed, and it kind of fosters a more kind of artistic brewing environment. Having so many good breweries here and that have been here for 10 plus years really has inspired other people to start. And certainly the West Coast, between Portland and San Francisco and down the coast is definitely, kind of craft brewers paradise.
So what are the biggest challenges facing the American craft brewing scene?
I think the biggest potential issue is the number of breweries that are opening now. I think what could happen is actually some of the new breweries could bump out some of the older.
Yeah.
I have a lot more breweries coming to me now from the beginning, from the get-go, making sure they've got their business entity set up, which is one of those things that if you need to either incorporate or become a limited liability company in California to kind of protect yourself and your family, your personal goods from your business and separate those two things legally. A lot of times in the industry you'll see that the best breweries were a combination of a businessman partnering with a brewer. Yeah. And that's probably why they've been so successful, because it's two very different skill sets.
So what are the most common legal issues that small breweries face?
The biggest issue right now is trademarks.
Yeah.
And if you kind of follow the beer industry news, I feel like every 2 weeks someone is either in a battle or even a lawsuit over a trademark. There's a current situation right now between Magic Hat and West 6th. Because West 6th is a circle with a 6, Magic Hat has their 9, but you've got one party saying it's similar, and the other side's like, we don't think it's similar. So lawsuits do arise. But I think that the more people that do their research, that look for these other beer names first. Before you name your beer, check and see. Look on Beer Advocate. That's like the easiest one, because every beer in the world just about somebody is reviewed.
So where do you see the future of brewing in San Diego and the United States?
Well, from what I understand, there's more than 100 more breweries in planning in California right now. So I think it's going to grow. And I do think that it's possible, because I think right now there's 1,500 craft breweries in the U.S. That's a real rough estimate. But I think there's 3,500 wineries. Not every brewery is going to be Stone or a big packaging brewery that's going to be in multiple states, but it also depends on what your goals are. Some don't want to be. They want to be the local brew pub for their community, which I think has a lot of merits.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Sure.
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.